Good morning, good morning. I'm not actually driving before anybody says. I'm actually sat waiting for a parking space. So I'm just taking my hubby to his hospital appointment. He's having a scan on his shoulder because he's waiting for a shoulder replacement. He just had one hip replaced, he's waiting for the other to be replaced, and now he's waiting for a shoulder to be replaced while I wait for my knee to be replaced. The bionic couple. But yeah, I'm at our local general hospital. I think I'm about 6 cars behind waiting for a space, so I just dropped him off and then I'll park the car, then I'll join him. Decided to wear green today and he's wearing green today, but I will show you what I'm wearing. But the cardi's from Cider, the trousers are from Cider, my boots are from Koi as always. I only wear 2 brands of shoes, Koi and Joe Brown's, and I have green socks on to match that are from Future Self clothing, and when they did a collab with Zoe, and they brought out some really gorgeous green socks. It looks like we're moving, so I'll be back. Okay, we moved about 3 inches, I think, so I got back quicker than I thought. It's a very busy hospital. He was a bit annoyed, hubby, this morning because he wanted to leave the house at 10 and we left at 10 past. Just because one of the dogs didn't want to come in after going out for a wee, and the first pair of trousers I put on, I didn't like the way they felt. They were a bit stiff. They were actually from Morrison's, yeah, which do lovely clothes. It's just they were like jegging kind of things, but they like got the shapewear bit to hold your bum in, and any other bits wobble. And the material's a bit stiff, and I felt like, oh, they're going to be really uncomfortable. But today's plans are to do this hospital appointment. We'll probably nip into Tesco's, get some bits, maybe something for lunch. Then we meal plan all our dinners and we meal plan our breakfast, but lunch is sometimes hit and miss because we don't always have lunch. It just depends what we're doing. I'm not working this week. I am recovering sort of from Silverstone, and Lewis being top of the top like he deserved to be. He has persevered, but do you know what I really admired? The fact that he talked about how difficult he found some days to get motivated to carry on, doubted himself, and those few sentences he said I think did more for people than he'll actually realise, because we've all felt like that, I think, at one time or other. I definitely have suffered with mental health and issues like that. Am I good enough? And I think it's my family and my kids, and then my kids, my husband, my family that have kept me from, kept me here. And also there's a lovely lady called Kelly Wilson who actually, I always say to her, she saved my life. She gave me a reason to go on when I was at a really, really low point. So I will always be grateful to Miss Kelly Wilson. If you do get to see this, Kelly, I love you more than you ever know. So yeah, after we've done that, then it'll be back home, and we're going to be smashing the shed down now. The builders are emptied. We're going to smash the shed down, put in the skip, ready for the new summer house for this week. Also, my son's gym building, so it's like an office outside building, but he's turning into a gym. That arrives on the 11th. So I've got to wait for that to be, the base for that to be put in, and it to be erected. And I do need to trim the lawn, and it does need mowing. So yeah, we'll see how today goes, because I'll have these plans, and I have a list on my fridge, and I tick off jobs each day because it keeps me present, keeps me motivated. I know I am. I like organisation. I like lists. We're moving another 2 inches. You know what will happen though? I'm now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars back, and we'll get into the car park when it's my turn, and I won't find the damn space that's available because it won't be somewhere. Yeah, I like lists, so I like to make a list. I like to follow a list. I'm a big writer. I've also got an essay due before the 17th. So I started Open University back in 2005. I did my law school, went to uni, I did my pupillage, I did all of that. Took my bar exams, so on and so on. But at the same time, I did sociology and I did psychology and I did a degree. Last year I graduated from my degree and got my certificate. I'll put a picture on here at some point, but it took a lot longer because one, I was doing it with 5 kids at home at one point. Also, I had cancer, and I had broke my back, and I damaged my knee, and all these kind of things held me up a bit. But I decided last year, after I graduated, no more open university. I love it. I've done it, finished. I think that lasted about 2 weeks, and then I signed back up again. So at the minute I'm doing cyber security and computer programming. I'm on my second essay. I got a really good score for my first one. I'm learning. So I've got an essay, or a TMA, due in on it's due on the 18th. I always say the day before, and I always try to be a couple of weeks ahead. Computer programming and coding isn't something I've ever done before. When I was at school, I left school in 86, went to an all-girls school in Bedford. We did computing, but it was a BBC computer, and we used to do that thing like 10 go to 20, 20 go to 10, that kind of stuff. And that was about as much as computer programmers did, and you used to get your name just flying across the screen. But this, I was really interested in coding and doing cyber security, especially with the clothing brand and having a lot of stuff online and everything. And I haven't even told you about the clothing brand. So our clothing brand is called Original Street Animals, or Original Street Animal Clothing. It's t-shirts, hoodies, tracksuit bottoms, baseball caps, bags, children's clothing, you name it. And our animals are mainly pink and green, but they are all belonging to a street crew. I'll put a link down. You can have a look at my Shopify. Everyone that buys an item gets a storybook and a story about the animals, and one of my customers reads it to his son all the time. They have their own stories. There's also a place on there where you can ask to have your own animal designed. They all wear these special visors that gives them the superpowers, but you can design your own animal. I do giveaways and competitions, so keep an eye on my Instagram. I'll put all the details in the description below. And yeah, so that's all the street animals. And I also do caricatures, so if anybody wants a caricature for a family member, for a wedding, birthdays, anything like that, also I'll leave the details below. So that was fun. I'm now back in the passenger seat, because hubby does like to drive my car. And don't mind, actually. Means I can film. So I didn't even get to get in the car park. There was 2 cars in front of me the last time I moved, and then I looked at the radio and it connected to your phone. That's why I knew you were behind me. It came up, so his phone had connected to the car, and he's had his appointment and back out before I even got to get in the car park. So yeah, that was fun. Not feeling my best today. Don't know if it's the constant change of weather or what, but I thought I'll just do something quick for dinner. So I'm doing a quick Thai style sausage with fried rice thing, and it has like an egg in the middle when you've done it. So it's basically sausage meat, a couple of red peppers, some chestnut mushrooms, some spring onions, and then I'll add some red Thai paste, some soy sauce, some garlic and some ginger paste. Cook it all up. Fried egg in the middle, served on some white long grain rice and some sriracha. And then I'm going to put my feet up, do some coursework and have an early night, because I'm running a temperature, and when you're running a temperature on top of menopause hot sweats, you feel pretty grotty. So I'm just going to finish cooking that, check my rice, and then yeah, go and watch, because at 6 o'clock every night, if I'm home, or I record it anyway, the old original Mission Impossible the best Mission Impossibles. I know Tom Cruise ones are good, but I do like the original ones with Barney and Will and Cinnamon and all that lot. And the series at the minute has got Leonard Nimoy in it. I think he plays Paris. Absolutely love him. I shall watch that with a mug of tea after my dinner. And like I said, probably have an early night. Well, as you can see, I forgot to pick up my camera again after I had dinner. I had a cup of tea and went straight to bed and fell asleep. But as you can see from the pictures on screen, my office has been trashed. No one broke in. This is me trying to find a particular pair of shoes to match my outfit. And they weren't in my office at the end of the day. They were in my bedroom. So that was a waste of time. But took an hour, got it all ship-shape, managed to get my PC back, get my desk cleared, managed to put all my makeup back into its cases and put my weights together, which actually was a workout in itself. But the office is all ready to go again for work, study and my videos. Hello, hello. How are you doing? I hope you're well. I'm so sorry I haven't uploaded when I thought I was going to. It's these renovations. They're taking forever. We had the gym portion delivered today. I hope you're well. It is... Now it's after midnight, so now it's Wednesday the 17th of July. Busy day today as well. It will be. At the moment, it is 2:30 in the morning. Couldn't sleep. As people know, I never do, hardly. But today, my dad's got the dentist. Got to take him shopping. We've also got the car going into the garage. We've got a problem with one of the tyres and the centre light keeps going off. Then... Thursday, I've got to take my daughter's rabbit to have her claws clipped. Good thing I've got time off. And then, of course, it's hungry. Weekend, Friday to Monday. It's like itchy. No, Friday to Monday is hungry. F1. So I'd love to put bits in, but unfortunately can't. But yeah, so it's going to be busy. But I wanted to do another makeup look. Now, my channel isn't always going to be makeup. It's going to be so many different things, but I really want to celebrate the people who's influenced me to come back, because originally my channel was me doing just cooking. And yeah, some of these people really influenced me to come back. But this week, it's my birthday next week on the 25th. I will be 53. There's grey hairs under this. But there's been so many YouTubers I've been watching, and I watch Tom Cassell every single day anyway. It's a big family thing. But he had the Sidemen hide and seek and won 20,000. That was really fun to watch, especially his behind the scenes as well. And his girlfriend Lydia had her birthday. Happy birthday. Her birthday was on the 15th. I sent her a hamper from M&S because she is just such a lovely lady. Just watching her, she makes you feel very included. Yeah, so I just wanted to thank her for that. His sister recently had a baby, so I made sure that we sent them a little gift just to say hi. So yeah, it's been busy, but I've been watching a lot of resin river tables this week. I know. And I've been watching, because I've got back into Neighbours finally, but I've been watching Leverage. And I used to watch Leverage years ago, and it was like the American version of our Spooks. But yeah, they've got Leverage Revolutions, something like that. It's not new, but I started watching that again. And Castle. My husband's been really, really enjoying Castle, so we've been watching a lot of Castle. But yeah, so I've been watching a lot of Tom. That's like I say I always do anyway. A lot of resin tables. Tamara Renaye's been putting up a lot. Mafida's been doing some incredible looks. She had a visit to London. I wish I'd seen her. Also, LAJ, she's been doing a lot of half and halves of different products. So I will talk about that much later date. James has been going around in his truck. I've really got to get him on here. I really do want to. And then Georgina, she's been doing some covers of songs, so I'm really looking forward to seeing them. So yeah, I've been watching a lot of YouTubers, just people I really enjoy, and I've been watching a lot of Victoria, as I said to you last week, DCC, but Victoria's in New York. I've been watching a lot of her travels as she's been going around and getting used to settling in. But today's look is a Tamara Renaye. Now, I've been looking back at some of them, and some of the looks, even though they're inspired, are very, very far from. So I've bought some new products. So I have bought the Anastasia Soft Glam palette. Anastasia Beverly Hills. I bought the Soft Glam palette. I mean, I waited until I saw you to open it. And look at those colours. I really wanted the black, and I didn't have a black eyeshadow, so I'm really happy to get that. The case is, oh, before I forget, Sophie Does Life. Sophie Does Life got married at the weekend. Congratulations, my lovely, to both of you. You look glorious. Back to Soft Glam. So the cover is like velvety. They really spend just as much time on packaging as they do getting everything else, you know, getting the colours right. And I was going through my box and I found this palette called A Body. And I was like, what's this? I haven't seen this for a while. And this was one of my, I can say, first makeup palettes that had, yeah. And I found I had a black. So I might dig that out and start using a few bits of it. I will put it under there so I don't throw it on the floor. There you go. I also bought the Revolutions blush, powder blush in Ballerina. Blusher Reloaded. There you go. More beautiful packaging. I've moved my light, so I'm hoping this is going to give me a better... we've struggled, haven't we? So I bought the other shimmer from MUA. This one is in pink shimmer. There you go. If you can see that, it's gorgeous. I also bought some other products. I bought a NYX Rouge lipstick in the colour MLS 17. It's a nice pinky colour. I really fancied that, and I think that's Tamara Mafida did something in pink, and I was like, okay, I really want to try that. I got that. I got a new eye pencil, which is here, because I know it is. Here it is. And normally I get the Precisely My Brow pencil detailer, but this time they actually sent me the wrong one. So I got the Benefit Precisely My Brow pencil, and it's different than my detailer that's very, very thin. Really lovely. And it is thin, but not as thin. I'm hoping it will last a little longer, because the detailer's that thin, it's just breaking constantly. I also got the L'Oreal Infallible Long Way Shaping Stick. So this is going to be used for my contour. I'm just looking for the colour. And I think, oh, there it is, on 250. So there's that colour. So yeah, that's 250. I know I bought something else. I'm sure I bought something else. If it turns up, I'll go, oh yes, this is what else I bought. Oh, also, this Ben Nye Pretty Pink. Now, I've been watching a lot of videos with people using this pink powder, and I wanted to give it a go, see what it's like on dark skin. And then my husband went out the other day and he said, oh, I bought you something, and he bought me a couple of beauty blenders. Brand new beauty blenders that I have just put back in the box. They are damp, they're squeezed out in the towel, all ready to use. And as you know, I will give them a spritz with my setting spray, just so they're not dry. So let's talk hair as well. So I'll take these clips out and I'll show you. So I have got on, this wig is from Lullabells. I'll put all the details to everything down. Now, if I take this out, because you're going to wonder where the rest of my wig's gone. So this is it. It's a beautiful HD lace wig. You can't see my scalp. It's the ends are done great. And I've actually not even glued it on. You can see a bit of the lace, and I actually haven't glued it on. So I'm just going to pull it back, and you can see that it's really... This is the Wig Fix I was talking to you about. So this is wig... Oh, slap myself in the face. Wig Fix. You can see these little dots on my head. Oh my God, I look like that in the Matrix. And you just put it on your head. And you bring your wig down, put your wig on it, press it on, and look, it literally grips it. And you go, put it on properly onto it. There you go. You can't see the edges. Maybe I cut it a little badly when I first got this wig, but I will sort that out. But you can give it a good tug. There you go. And it's not going anywhere. So this is a Wig Fix. Lift it up, reposition it as many times as you like. And I thought, do you know what? Sometimes, especially when I'm getting ready for work, I just don't, or ready for the day, I just don't have time to be faffing about with the glue and the wig caps and the bloody-bloody-blahs and all the rest of it. So I just thought, let's give it a go. And as I said to you, I will try things out and let you know. So that's the Wig Fix. I actually got mine from Amazon. Surprise. But yeah, absolutely brilliant. You know, and also because of hot sweating, if we get hot days and things, you're not going to worry about the glue peeling up or anything. So I am super happy with that. So let's get started, and then see what we can chat about while I'm doing this makeup look. This makeup look is inspired by Tamara Renaye. Right, okay, so I went and I cleansed, moisturised, did all my face moisturiser routine, and I've done my brows. Now, I tried the Precisely My Brows pencil that I've just got, which is the Benefit Precisely My Brow pencil. Didn't like it. It's nice and everything, but it wasn't right for me. It didn't give me the definition of the hairs where my hairs are missing so much. So I went back to my Benefit Precisely My Brow detailer. Much finer, much happier. But I've done that. So next is to put on my primer. Today's primer is the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I like this one. It says, I think this is one of the smaller sizes they do. And I have the bigger ones. What I like to do is have the smaller ones, just because they're so good for my bag, and I travel so much that it, and I lose lids. There it is. I travel so much that I tend to run out of room in my bags, and I like to have everything I want to handle. I don't want to get there and go, oh my God, I forgot this because I couldn't get it in. So everything I have, I also make sure I buy in the smaller sizes. I will cut that piece of wig net off, but like I said, staying in place. So let that dry down for a second. Today we're going to use a different foundation. Now I think Tamara Renaye used, so she used the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. I haven't got that. And last time I used the Urban Decay Glow, the Tinted Glow Hydrator. This time I'm going back in with the Too Faced Born This Way Undetectable Medium to Full Coverage Oil Free in Hazelnut. And we did use this the other week. Now, I know some people, and I've done it as well, put it straight on your face or put it on the back of your hand, and so on. I've actually got a little palette here. I'm just going to put a little bit on. I'm just going to get my rounded brush just to put it on. They are clean. They just stain. And I'm just going to paint that on. Minding my hair. should actually move my wig back a little bit, and that would help, but I'll do that in a moment. Okay, put that on. And that's just a little palette. I think that cost me something like 75p from Temu. Something very similar like that. Then I'm going to go in with my damp beauty blender. I'm just going to put a little bit more setting spray. I find it really helps that you're setting the spray on it. I'm just going to get that on. Patting, not swishing, not rubbing, not going around in circles, just patting. So, how have you guys been up to this week? Oh, the whole Trump shooting thing. Now, I'm not a conspiracist, but I do, you know, like everybody, we have our theories. It's, yes, his head, they reckon because he was making this, when the way he was making the speech at the time is why his head was turned, why it got his ear and not his temple. But from the distance that guy was, to just get Trump through his ear makes me wonder. I feel so sorry for the person that lost their life, and condolences, you know, to their family and friends and everything. But the way the Secret Service reacted was very slow. And to allow him to push them away to get up to go fight. Where if you've watched any other assassination attempts on anybody, not just in America, they, I'm just going to go in with my Real Techniques blusher brush, just to make sure that's blended melted into the skin nicely. If you watch them, they react fast. You know, the whole job is to lay down their life to save the president. You know, even if you watch 24 or Kiefer Sutherland, you know what I mean? That's what they do. But their reaction was slow, compared to some. And also, you know, not to get him in the car as quick as they did. And then you had all those eyewitnesses that were saying, the guy's over there, someone's over there with a rifle. And one guy said the police were just like standing there not knowing what to do. And they were like, there's a guy there with a gun, there's a guy there. Don't forget your neck. And nothing. So I don't know. You know, there's people out there saying that Biden did it. I don't think Biden would have done anything like that. But I wouldn't put it past Trump to organise it, to help make sure he gets his votes. You know, you just don't know. But yeah, it is a shame that, you know, someone can do that to somebody else in the state of the world, where people are, you know, taking out other people instead of just using their voices or, you know, fighting in a peaceful way. But, you know, America and their guns. But yeah, but then you had another thing with Biden, who called the president of the UK Putin. I mean, really? I was like, oh my God. So normally now I would go on to contour, I'm actually going to follow what Tamara did with her soft glam. I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills palette to make a bit of room there. And I'm going to go in with, let me get rid of that colour. Oh, what should I go into? I'm going to go in with burnt orange, I think, which is just there where my finger is, burnt orange. I'm just going to get a fluffy brush. This is just one of my Real Techniques travel fluffy brushes, and I'm going to go into that. And I'm going to put that just on my eyelid. So that's where that's going, on my eyelid. I'm hoping, and please tell me if the lighting is better. If I'm still struggling with the lighting, I may go to filming during the day and using natural light. But if I do it during the day it's going to be hit and miss because of having time during the day. And I really want to make sure I post upload regularly, and not just makeup. You know, like I said, I want to take you out with me. Can you hear my eyes squeaking? Isn't that awful? So I've got that there. This is her soft glam. I actually quite like that, and for a change you can actually see it. Oh my lord, the light, you can see it. So now I'm gonna find a darker brown. So I'm probably gonna go with Cypress Umber, which is just on there, and I'm going to put that in my crease and just make sure it smokes out to the side. I hope you can see that. I'm getting all my eyelids are wrinkly. I don't know. My birthday, I thought, you know, I don't really celebrate them when you get to, like, you know, in your 50s. No, my husband's 60 this year, so we'll celebrate his more. But oh, I like that. I really like that. But I'm actually going to go in with the mulberry as well. I'm actually going to be travelling to Heathrow on my birthday, so, and be at the airport ridiculously early. So that will be I'm just changing to another fluffy brush. That will be my birthday, travelling the morning to Heathrow to take my son who's going to America. So yeah. Oh, I like. Now I don't actually know if you can actually see that. I wonder if I tip my light. Oh, there you go. Can you see that? I'm hoping you can see that. Yeah. Yeah, I really like that. So it's a bit so it's got the brown. I might go in with a bit more of the brown there, and then go in with my burnt orange that I had at the beginning, just to do that, and then I will blend it together with another brush, like that. And I will just blend it, bring it out to the sides. You know, you don't want it just in the one place. And then I will use a little flat brush, if I can find one in my turntable, just a little flat one. And I just fancy trying, and it's called Sultry, and it's a little bit, it's got a little shimmer, and I just fancy trying a little bit of shimmer just there on this soft one. And then I will just, again, just so there's no harsh lines. So, oh my god, you know, she just slaps shimmer just right there, that it will I don't want to just have a harsh line of the shimmer. They're very lovely consistency, really pigmented, but not too dusty. You know what I mean? I don't like dusty shadows. You know, as soon as you do it, I mean, you're going to get some. I always blow my case. I always put my little bit of plastic back in. There you go. So I'm just going to just allow that to, oh, I'm hoping that you can see that. That little dark mark there is a dark mark on me. It's not the eyeshadow. I do have a lot of moles. My face is a family family thing, you know. But before I go back in and start anything else, I'm just going to go out and with my foundation brush, no extra product on it at all, but just put that, make sure everything's on. So now I'm going in with the concealer. I am in two minds of what to use. So I could either use my e.l.f. Concealer, which is the Camo Concealer 16-hour wear in Tan Sand, or I can go with the Too Faced Concealer in Honey. I may do both. So I think I'm going to go in with the Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer first, and then we'll see how we go. Okay, so I'm actually going to put it on exactly the same as Tamara did. So she went under, I've got her on my video next to me, just to make sure. I'm going to go exactly where she did. And she went just a bit down the chin, the usual down the nose, a little bit there. Oh, she went along there, but I'm just going to, that's it. So that's that. And then I'm going to use the other end of my beauty blender, because I used the rounded end for the foundation, so there's no point getting another one out. I might as well just use the other end that's clean, and then just blend out my concealer. You definitely get more control. Okay, you definitely get more control using the ones that are pointy. So I shall blend this out and I shall be back. Now I always say, once I put this on, I look absolutely damn crazy. But it doesn't look like that in my mirror. It's just like, you can hardly see it. But on the camera, I look like a mad woman. You can see another one of my wigs behind me. So I'm going to go in with the e.l.f., like I said, in, make sure I don't tip it up, in Tan Sand. And I'm just going to go just a little just there. I'm not going to go in all the same places, just to get that brighter under eye. And same thing, going with the same beauty blender and just buff that out. If you notice, I'm squeezing my beauty blender just so I can get a more of a point. I think I got that tip once from Tamara and from a feeder. And if you have a look, I get that nice line that Tamara does from your eyeshadow. And I can still use what's on here just to, oh, itchy nose. I always get itchy nose when I do concealer. I don't know why. Okay. I've blended that out, so now I've got to go in and set. So do I go in and set with the new pink powder and see what it's like? I'll give it a go. If it's wrong, I'll be going back over. I'm just looking for triangular pattern. Right. Before I go into it, I'm going to just make sure I go under that under eye, because otherwise I'm setting in. Okay, I can see you. I can see you and your pinkness. Okay. It's not bad. I'm not actually like pink. I'm actually liking this. It's no fragrance. It's fine. I'm putting it on the back of my hand first, but it's, yeah, it's a fine powder, but it's It's going on. I can't see no pink. I shall carry on setting everywhere I put concealer. Okay, then I get just this little Real Techniques brush, which is a 426, just to brush away the powder. There you go. Just to brush it in, brush it away. You don't want to set great big layers of powder onto your skin. Now, I look very bright to you guys. If I sit back a bit, I probably do, because the first lot of lighting when we did the first video, I looked very orange, but now I'm looking like very pale, but it's coming together because I'm absolutely loving it, and I really recommend that pink powder. It's beautiful. So yeah, I really like that. I would recommend that pink powder. That's nice. Right, while that's brushed, I'm going to get my rest of my bits done. So I'm going to get my contour stick, which is the L'Oreal Infallible, and it's in 250. And like I said, I only just got it, so I've never used it. Just put that. Oh, I love just around there. And then just nothing crazy. I'm really liking that. Really liking that. I'm going to go in with a beauty blender. Now, I've still got a clean bit. I'm going to go in and I'm just going to blend that in. A little bit of hair driving me insane. I'm going to blend that in. And I will be back again. Okay, so I've blended in my contour. I'm just going to blend in my nose contour, like you can see, and then down that. I'm just gonna, that's it. I would like to bring it up into my brow so it doesn't look too crazy. Small beauty blender, and just blend that in so you don't get a harsh dark line down your nose, so it looks like it's been put on or something. Oh, more gossip. Well, not gossip, more things exciting. I'm off to Malta. So we were watching Joe and Diane's little break they had to a health retreat. They went to Gozo, just outside Malta. But on the way back, they went to a beautiful hotel called Inila. I'll put the details down there. And they stayed in the presidential suite. Oh my God, it's beautiful. Even got a little pool, that 2 chairs and a table in to keep you cool. And the little review of it, even the food, because on the roof of this hotel, they have a 2-star Michelin star restaurant. And it was that lovely. My husband just booked it. There you go. He never books a holiday. Never, ever books a holiday. It's always like, should we go somewhere? And they go, yeah, where do you fancy? I said, oh, I fancy here. Okay, you book it. You know, even at one point when we had all the kids, 5 kids at home, we were going on holiday, I was doing packing for everybody and used to forget things. I remember taking us all to Great Yarmouth once, and everyone had everything, but I only had the trainers I was wearing. We went out to a really nice restaurant in a long dress and a pair of trainers, which, you know, some people think it's fine, but, you know, I would have liked to have worn a pair of heels with it. But yeah, he actually booked it. So we are going to Malta, and I am very excited. I am just looking for my Elf liquid blush, and this is in Pinky Promise. I love this. I'm just going to place that just above, and I have to do this just to get it on the it's off my cheek, and I shall blend that in with a this is just another Avon brush, but I shall tap that in and it will go with my contour. But yeah, so we're off to Malta because of upcoming surgery in September. We can't go beforehand, so our son is in America from next week for 3 weeks, so I can't go then because of the dogs and the cats and the rabbit and all the other pets. So I can't go then, and we can't go in near September because they don't want you to go abroad before. I'm just going to get my foundation brush and just blend in the edges. They don't want you to go on holiday before leave the country, so we can't go then. And then we've got more surgery in February, so we can't go before that at the beginning of the year. So we've had to book it for June just to give us enough healing time after surgery. So yeah, so we're not going till June, but I'm still very excited. I'm just going to put my blush back. Right, so I have here a blush that I bought. Now I'm going crazy. It was here. I saw it. I can't remember where I put it, but it was there. So I've got the Pinky Promise I've put on. Now I've got a MUA cream blush in literally the same time, but I just put a little bit of that on as well. I did buy powder blush and I don't know where I've put it. I'm sure I showed it to you at the beginning, and there it is. So this is the Revolutions blush, and it is in Ballerina. I knew I had it, I just couldn't find it. I'm just going crazy. So just because I always think the cream blush just doesn't do it on its own. I don't know why. Look, can you see that? Looking good. And a little bit on the end of my nose. Not too much. I don't want to look like Rudolph. And then go back in just to make sure there's no harsh lines around. Right. Then it is my pressed powder. So going to use a nice fluffy brush into my MAC Dark Deep pressed powder and just set the rest of my face. I think I need to just blend out that contour down that side just a little more. That's better, much better. So you can always go back in and repair things, can't you? Yeah. Around there. Now, am I still looking really pale to you guys? Because it really isn't pale. I'm just wondering if I moved it. There you go. So you can see it's actually not. Sorry, I've got hair on my wig, on my nose, and it keeps tickling me. Okay, it's not actually pale. Right. Just making sure I'm doing a good job on setting everywhere with my pressed powder. There we go. What do you think, guys? What do you think? So next, as I was saying, I wanted a black. So I get the black from my Anastasia Beverly Hills palette and a very small brush. So this is the Avon 204. You can see it's got a tiny bit. I'm going to put that in the black, and that I just go under. Okay, just under my lashes on there. Okay, it just sets it off. Now, normally I would use a liquid thing. I think now I've got this black, I might just use a black shadow just to go along the top of my upper lashes. Yeah, no need to get my liquid liner out. I absolutely love that. I am very happy. Now, I mean, I said I'm not perfect. I probably want more makeup this year than I have done in my lifetime. You know? So that's quite something. And it is mostly these ladies on YouTube that absolutely sparked my curiosity and my want to try it and do more. I'm going to go put my lashes on and I shall be back. So these lashes I've got, as you can see, these lashes are Zim Makeup in 5 minutes. I think the 5 pairs, I think they came in, yeah, I think they came in a wig, but you don't need any glue with them. Normally I use black glue, but no, they're self-adhesive. Normally I would put a bit of glue because I don't trust them, but actually it's really quite nice. And I'm just going to reposition that one and see if you can reposition them. Yeah, I think they'd be alright if you're not going anywhere, you're having to wear them for a long time. What I am going to do before I do lips and keep throwing everything on the floor like a mad woman, I am going to put on my setting spray, get my fan, and do that. So has anyone else watching ever been to Malta? I've never been, but I'm really looking forward to it. I met a really lovely gentleman today from Romania. He delivered part of our gym, and we were talking for ages. It's so interesting. He's actually a qualified polygraph expert. Absolutely lovely guy, but he found it really hard finding a job. He's faced a lot of racism being Romanian and other bits, which is really quite sad. But he was saying that he absolutely loves Malta. He's been a few times and he absolutely loves it. And so, yeah, I'm just going to put that over there because I want to move the light again, because I think that was much better where it was. You can see now I don't look all pasty. I thought I looked a bit, but it isn't. I'm really loving that blush. Let's turn that off. Really loving that blush. I'm just going to go back in and just, I'm going to set it. So now lips. So every time I've done lips, I've done my butter gloss, and I thought you must be sick of me in my butter gloss. So brown lip liner, always a brown lip liner, unless I'm wearing one of my blue lipsticks. From MAC, there's lots of pictures of me with my blue lipstick. I do love that one. And then, oh, getting very warm. You can see I'm getting warm. I'm going to set that again in it. Right, before I do my lipstick, I'm just going to go and get my other one. I don't know if you can hear me if I still got my fan on. I'm just getting a bit hot. So I'm just going to give myself a little fan down, because sometimes I think my body thinks that the setting spray is me sweating, and I always end up getting very hot. So I will just quick fan. So I've done that lip, so I'm going to go in now with my new pink. Oh my god, I love it, I love it, I love it, love it. Oh my god, I love that lip. Absolutely love that lip. I'm just going to go in with the yeah, I love that lip. Now I will go in with my butter gloss. You know I love my NYX butter gloss. I'm just gonna what do you guys think? I love it. Yeah. I'm gonna get my hair down, everything, and I'll be back. There you go, hair down. There's the look. The flick this. I love this because it sort of frames my face. And now I've put it on properly, as you can see, I can still adjust it. Yeah, it seems to just frame my face nicely. Instead of it hiding it, it's just like a bit Farrah Fawcett made, it kind of bangs. I don't know. But yeah, I'm really, really happy with it. I hope you enjoyed this. I didn't talk so much about life as I did before, because there's bits of clips of videos in. But I just wanted to do this soft glam look. And I will probably wear it tomorrow to go shopping with my dad and go and have breakfast. But it's now 4:45 in the morning. I suppose I should get some sleep, but thank you so much for joining me. So there'll be the next few videos won't be makeup ones. There'll be some cooking. I still got to do my Jamaican patties, and I did put a short on the other day because I did Jamaican festivals, which is like little dough balls, a donut kind of thing, made with cornmeal, dipped in cinnamon sugar. I really shouldn't eat them, but I eat so many when I'm cooking them, and then all of a sudden there's not many left. But yeah, it'll be out and about, and I've got some real adventures coming up, so I'm going to take you on that. So this will be the last makeup video for a little while, for at least a few weeks, and which would be nice because I know there's some guys that subscribe, they're probably fed up of watching me do makeup. So don't worry guys, there's going to be some adventures, and there's going to be maybe a few surprises. You never know. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I really want to have, sorry, I got really itchy nose. I really want to have an amazing channel. So tell me things you'd like to see me do, things you'd like to say. I really would like to take you to work with me one day. But I have to ask. I have to answer that one. But yeah, leave a comment below, tell me what you'd like to see. And I shall see you next week. Stay safe. I hope we get some nice hot weather because I've got some really nice spring summer clothes that I bought that I just haven't had a chance to wear. And I shall be back soon. So love you lots.
Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? It's the end of the weekend.